Adjacent the now notorious building is a hospital, Isolo Estate Clinic. As expected, it's mostly busy as it serves residents in the neighborhood and beyond. The medical director says they may have missed some signals.
Generally keep to themselves. They come in and go out either very early or very late. They bring in foodstuffs and they don't relate to other members of the estate. And that's just the situation.
Okay, I know normally areas like this, you have associations, you have meetings. Were they active?
They were not. They don't. That's what I said. They don't mix with the residents. They are not members of the resident association. They rented the place for some time, and we didn't know what was going on. We didn't hear any strange noises, no shouts or anything. And when they finished what they were doing, they packed out. Until when we now saw the deluge of policemen, then we knew something was happening, to the embarrassment of residents, really.
The news of his arrest was given more life when a picture of a woman with 5 children circulated the social media. The claim is that the picture is of the wife and children who are supposed to be in Ghana, contradicting Evans' testimony that they're supposed to be in Canada. There's also the talk of his parents benefiting from his alleged loot all through the years.
I have never seen anything from them. My bank is there. They didn't put even 1 naira in my bank. I told you this morning I went to borrow 5,000 for the purchase of this vehicle to enable me to move around. I use it to go. Sometimes I went to where I was buying a pig feed. I always, even now, those people, the person I bought, he had about 3 million. He called me on phone. He said, "Where is that 3 million?" But he has already gave me feed for pig for 20-something thousand naira, which I have never paid. If you like, right now, I will call him on phone. He will confirm.
The story of Evans seemed to be regenerating and presenting various angles and discussion on various fronts.
Hype that is generating, especially in the social media. The police, Nigerian police, don't control the media anyway. And you can attest to that. And this is an era where everybody's a journalist. Anybody can just pick up phone, put somebody's picture on it, send a message, and send it across. I want members of the public to know that Nigerian police force is very, very professional. After parading Evans in Lagos, my duty stopped there as the public relations officer. Then investigation continues into all atrocities and all the various crimes he has committed. You agree with me that we are not going to rush. We are not in a rush because this is somebody that have been crossing the borders to commit crime, and this is equally somebody that I've been looking for quite some time now. And I make bold to tell you that about 7 states government have written the police to let us know that this is what he has done in their state, and we are widening up our investigation to ensure that anybody involved in the gang are equally rounded up. Because I did, while I was parading, inform the press and the public that this is an beginning of an end to kidnapping in Nigeria. And shortly after that period, we will not have any serious case of kidnapping anywhere in the country. The recent one we had was the one in Imo, where 3 people kidnapped a priest. He was rescued promptly. He was kidnapped on the 16th, and barely hours after his kidnapping was rescued, and those 3 kidnappers were arrested. So we are building on all these successes to ensure that we nip crime and criminality in the bud, especially when it comes to violent crimes such as kidnapping.
And then the big question, what's next after the talks and arrests?
We have a good case that can stand the test of trial against Evans and his gang. But we want people to know that the police action terminates where matter are taken to court, no doubt, because in the criminal justice system, we have different roles to play. The police, the judiciary, the prison, everybody have a role to play. And ours is to ensure that we have a strong evidence against the person in court. The decision of the court is left at the discretion of the judge or the magistrate that sit over matters and not the police force. But we want to assure members of the public that no, we have a very good case, like I said earlier, that can stand test of trial against everyone, and we will not do anything that can distort that or obliterate all the evidence that we have that we can tender in court. But above that, everything about the case is in public place, and if it's taken to court, we so much believe that the judiciary will do their best to let his trial serve as an example, as a deterrent for others.
In spite of his embarrassments and anger, Mr. Nwamadike pleads for mercy on behalf of his son.
I'm pleading to all the Nigerians, even the people he has duped, as they say, or he has kidnapped, as I heard, because I don't know that he's into this such acts. I'm pleading to them, those people, they have to, as far as their lives is more than money. I'm pleading to them to leave him. I don't think that he knows himself properly doing this because anybody knows himself doing this, that person can do undo. But I don't believe that my son knew himself. At least if he has been ditching me, then I will be getting something from him, like his thought, knowing that if he is going wrong, I will know, I will stop him. Not to go this way, let him go this way. The way of life, not the way of death.
The police responds to insinuations that the suspect could have been arrested before now, but for perhaps compromise within the security agency.
So it's a disservice to the Nigerian police force for anybody to make that assertion. It's a great disservice to the Nigerian police force because nobody in the police force covers Evan. Nobody. Because it's important for me to respond this way. Nobody, no any police officer, and we don't cover criminal. We don't because the process of arrest is a procedure in the police force. Because in most cases, before you even arrest somebody, you must have been doing your investigation at the background. Because arrest shouldn't be the first stage of thing. It's only instances where we have in the Criminal Procedure Act and the Criminal Procedure Code that stipulate conditions for which people can be arrested with warrant or without a warrant. For example, if somebody is committing an offense in your presence, you don't need to wait. You have to apprehend such a person, because if he escapes from that scene of crime who has committed the offense, that's the end. Probably maybe when such an offense demand that you don't need a warrant to arrest such person, you promptly move in and arrest. So we have a procedure that we follow in making arrests, which is under the legal provision that I've mentioned earlier. So nobody is covering it. Nobody do any cover-ups for him, because if anybody have done so, you know, his mouth is wide open and he has been saying a lot of things. He will have equally let the media know that people are covering up for him. So we want people to disabuse their mind about this. Nobody in the Nigerian police force is covering up for Evans.
Well, the story is not over. The Nigerian police has promised to see this matter to the very end, and they're also calling on Nigerians to be more security conscious. Perhaps more notorious kidnappers or suspects would be fished out of the society. Well, that's where we draw the curtains on this episode of Big Story. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ini John Mekwa.